What is up, everybody? Look at here, look in front of me. Yes, feast your eyes. This is an unboxing of the iPhone 13 mini, the iPhone 13, the iPhone 13 Pro, and the iPhone 13 Pro Max. We have all of them here in 4 different colors. We have some different cases, and then we also have the new wallet accessory here. So we're gonna open them up, and do you think you know what's inside them? Maybe you don't. Maybe you just want to see the colors. Maybe you just want to hang out. But let's get to it. So we're gonna start here with the 13 mini. I almost called the 12 mini. So we're gonna start with 13 mini. This is the midnight color, and if you can see here, it's kind of like look. The front of the face almost looks like the back. It's a really deep, like if this is midnight, this is midnight, and obviously you see the 2 camera lens diagonally faced. All new camera here. Does the cinematic mode as well at 1080p, 30 frames per second. Obviously shoots up to 4K, 30 frames per second, but the mini here. We have this, obviously, if you look in the box here, there is no power brick or power adapter, but it does come with the cable here. So we have that. Now, they gave us, Apple sent these just to kind of unbox and show off. We have this new 13 mini silicone case, and they have some new colors as well. So if I pop this bad boy open, this is, I guess we're gonna go green on midnight. This is the thing. Once you put this on, like, I can't even tell that it was a midnight case. Like, can anyone tell it? No? Okay. All right, well, there we go. We got the mini here. Let's keep on kind of cranking through this stuff. What about, ooh, okay, what about this pink one? This is kind of a new pink. It's like a, I guess I would call it like a soft canary pink. This is the iPhone 13 here. What do y'all think of this color? I'll kid you not, I have a lot of clothes that I could wear to match this, and as more colors have come out, you kind of want to do a little matchy, but here we go. Also, same specs on the 13 mini as the 13 Pro. They're both using the A15 Bionic. The difference here with the 13 and 13 mini is that the A15 Bionic has a 6-core CPU and then a 4-core GPU, which is different than what the Pro models have. They have an additional GPU core. Also cinematic mode for this guy, and they were nice enough to send me this kind of nice little purple case. You know, I like this, do I even know how to open this? Oh my gosh. Come on, Tong! Ugh. Okay. So this is kind of like a grape color. This is called dark cherry. Okay, I'm down with that. Dark cherry on the pink. Take off the front. Here we go. Pop it on. What do you think of that combo? Did I put this wrong one on the wrong? Oh, whoops. You know, sometimes you get ahead of yourself and you take the wrong case and you put it on. This is the case for it. And you know how I know? Check this out. When you have a 13 Pro, it has the bigger, larger hole for the camera. And so, in reality, yes, friends, this is completely on the fly. People are like, I can't believe that. How did you do that? Hey, sometimes it happens. All right, here we go. We're gonna go with this pink pomelo. Y'all like pomelos? That's like the meat of it. Here we go. Pink on pink. What do you think? Green and midnight, pink on pink. That's pretty nice. That's kind of fancy. So there you have it. iPhone 13, iPhone 13 mini. We already saw this dark cherry case. This is actually probably my favorite. It is dark cherry, but it's like the deep meat of the cherry. But let's get over to the Pro lineup, and we have the 13s here. I'm gonna move these guys over the side. But with the Pros, we got a little something different. Whoa! You know I'm a sucker for the Pros. But check this out. If we look at these side by side here, you can see just how much bigger the camera bump, the big booty camera bump is compared to this here on the 13 versus the 13 Pro. You always have the triple camera lens, all new lenses in each of these iPhones, and I'll give you kind of a good look at it here. It's a significant difference, but there's so much power in this. This is the most exciting thing about these phones, because with the 13 Pro and the 13 Pro Max, you know, I think some people that have the 12 Pro, they weren't too hot about this, but for someone who's a creator like myself, I'm super excited about this phone. The cinematic mode, Now, I don't know how much I'm going to use ProRes, but the fact that it can do ProRes and they're starting to really kind of create this pro workflow with these phones, super special. So obviously you got the A15 Bionic in here, 6-core CPU, 5-core GPU, capacity storage from 128 to 256 to 512 to 1 gig here. Oh man, I mean the camera is big when you look at it, but I don't really care because by the time you pop in a case like this dark cherry case on it, ooh, yeah, it's kind of magical. I like this. So I'm excited to kind of get my hands on this phone and really just kind of play with all the video features. But I was the first to tell you all, like, you know, if you have a 12 Pro and you're not like looking to create content all the time constantly, and that's not a focus, you're gonna be just fine. Okay, let's go here. This is kind of the cat's meow, the new for the iPhone 13 Pro. This is 13 Pro Max right here. This is the Sierra Blue. Ooh. Ah, hold on. Yeah, gotta love that. So if we look at this color here, this is what stands out is this is like it's kind of like a light blue with a gray tinge. Now when it gets hit by the light differently, you can kind of see where you see that grayish, even at this angle, it's like a gray blue, and it's a light blue that's grayish. I think the Pacific blue is a lot more intense. I was hoping they'd maybe bring like at least not another blue, but another color to the table. I mean, look at what we got with the iMacs. Would it have been so cool if they just took like the darkest, that kind of the rear color of the iMacs and put them all in the Pros? I mean, that was my dream, not theirs. Oh, look. Pacific blue. What do y'all think? Pretty cool. So this is, again, the iPhone 13 Pro Max. What I love what they did this year is that the 13 Pro and the 13 Pro Max, exactly the same phone. So last year, if you recall, I'm going to take this case off for a moment. Oh, use those fingers. Last year, if you recall, the 12 Pro Max had sensor shift image stabilization, and it had a 2.5x telephoto zoom. Well, now these both have the same telephoto lens, 3x zoom, same image stabilization across all the iPhones. And what you're really getting now is Pro phones that the only difference is their display size. And that's kind of something that I've been asking for, to make them a consistent product line, just make them different with the screen size. And that's what they've done this year. But then they packed in just so much stuff. We obviously know A15 Bionic isn't here, but the camera features, people that aren't into the camera, that's fine. You don't have to upgrade. I mean, but if you're someone like me, I'm really curious like how differently I'm gonna use this. And man, I'm excited to play with cinematic mode, and just the fact to know that it's there and maybe it's an option as a creator, and really more for filmmakers, even beyond just, you know, tech content creators. I think that this is gonna make this phone, you know, really special if that's what you're looking for. If not, you know, you'll be happy with the phone that you have. So let's pop on the case here. They sent this leather case, which is Midnight. So we're putting Midnight on Sierra Blue. It's kind of like this really looks kind of like almost like a black look. I'm gonna look at this. We got the Midnight backing of the iPhone 13 mini. Does that look like Midnight on Midnight? This one looks a little bluer. I think this looks a little bluer. Okay. Anyways, look, there's no secrets here in the boxes. You just get, right, our little USB to Lightning cable for charging. They're going to expect or hope that you either use your cable from previous iPhones, or you do end up purchasing the USB-C 20-watt power adapter, or you can do that. But there you go. Let me line these all up in their glory. Put these boxes aside. Your first kind of like fun little unboxing of the iPhone 13 lineup. Woo! What do you think? What do you think? Which one is the one for you? I mean, I think also when you look at this, let's talk about if we go kind of across this line and what are some of the differences. The 13 mini gets 1.5 hours additional battery juice because these are a little thicker by, I believe, 2.25 millimeters. They are a little heavier as well. The weight kind of differs depending on the model. You get 2.5 hours more battery juice with the 13. The 13 Pro is going to get 1.5 more battery juice, and the 13 Pro Max is going to get 2.5 more hours of battery juice based on the improvements that they made for each of these models. Now, if we look at the 13 and 13 mini, you're going to get storage capacity options of 128, 256, and 512. Whereas for the Pros, you get 128, 256, 512, and 1 terabyte. Cinematic mode on all of them. Image stabilization on all of them. New cameras on all of them, but specifically here, what I think is really exciting and special is with the Pro model, zoom is the same. Every single lens has been improved. Better low light. For you also get macro. We haven't even talked about that. There's a macro lens using the ultra wide, pushing into tight shots on flowers or details. You know, they showed even I could see like a seashell on the beach or something. There's gonna be a lot of cool stuff that you're gonna be able to do versatility wise with this. 3x zoom, obviously. I wish there was more something like a 5x or 10x optical, but that's only if you have the periscope lens technology. That's not here. I would say if there was any, I guess, quote unquote, knock for me, I just want a better optical zoom. But beyond that, the capabilities of this camera from what we've seen on paper looks super special. So which one's gonna be for you? Mini, 13, 13 Pro, 13 Pro Max? I'll tell you, I pre-ordered for myself the 13 Pro, just knowing the size. This is just like a little too big to fit in my skinnies. Like I'm just not gonna do that, but oh, I almost forgot this one. Oh my gosh, what am I, stupid? There's actually a new iPhone leather wallet. Now here's the trick. It looks exactly the same from what I can tell cosmetically as the previous leather wallet, but there's something a little different about this when you have it attached, right, to your iPhone or to the case. When it, and if it, not when it, but if it detaches and you're somewhere and you know, like we've seen it, it just slides off, you're gonna get a notification on your phone that the actual MagSafe Wallet case has separated from your phone. Now this is only for this new, I guess we're gonna call it a 2nd generation MagSafe Wallet case. I honestly, looking at it, can't physically tell the difference, meaning if you're gonna go into a store and maybe they have an earlier MagSafe wallet that doesn't have that kind of NFC notification where when it separates, you get a warning on your phone, that's gonna be different. So, I mean, if you look at this thing, this is the leather wallet, MagSafe. It obviously attaches to all the phones through MagSafe, but it doesn't look very different from the previous one. So that's gonna be kind of tricky. You gotta be real, you gotta pay attention if you're gonna get this. But I think it's kind of it's a nice little add-on. I mean, I think the number one complaint people are saying is, oh, what if it slides off? Well, now if it slides off, you know that it slid off. So, all right, there you go, everybody. Just kind of a look. Price-wise, I forgot to go through that, but really quickly, for the 13 mini, 6 starts at $699, 13 starts at $799, 13 Pro starts at $999, 13 Pro Max starts at $1099. All these numbers are like jumbling in my head. So enjoy. That's kind of like a really rough, raw first, throw it out there, do a little unboxing, have fun. And obviously I'm gonna have a lot more videos here, reviews, hands-on, everything you can think of. So thanks for watching, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Peace.